Hey girlfriend, this is Jan James. Welcome to the Hope After Breast Cancer podcast, where women who have endured breast cancer learn to have fulfillment over frustration, clarity over confusion, and faith over fear. We tackle the issues that many of our sisters face after a breast cancer diagnosis, from brain fog to fear of recurrence, from menopause to sex after breast cancer. This is the place to learn how to have hope after breast cancer. So strap yourself in. Welcome to the Hope After Breast Cancer podcast. Hi there, this is Jan James from Hope After Breast Cancer. I've been thinking about something, deeply thinking about something. Breast cancer is a thief. A thief comes into your life unexpectedly, without permission. His goal is to take what's yours. His goal is to do you harm, to steal, to kill, to destroy. What does a real life thief take from you? Your belongings, your electronics, jewelry, maybe money. Definitely a thief steals your peace of mind, your sense of security, maybe your ability to sleep soundly. You feel violated, you've been robbed. Now let's switch. What does a breast cancer thief steal from you? Energy, stamina, strength, ability to think clearly, to focus, to talk, to work, to participate in life, ability to trust your body, your health, your hair, your breasts, your self-image, your self-esteem, your marriage, your relationships, your intimacy, your happiness, your joy, your dreams, your future. The list seems endless. You feel violated because you've been robbed. There is a tremendous amount of loss that we experience after a breast cancer diagnosis. We're stripped of so many things that have been foundational in our lives. They're there, and then all of a sudden, they're not. Breast cancer is a thief. Think about this. A real life thief comes into your home and takes things from you without your permission. Your electronics, your jewelry, your money, things that are valuable to you. Maybe he breaks windows. Maybe he jimmies the door locks. It's unsettling. It is disturbing. Someone broke into your safe space. You've been violated. You can't sleep. You don't feel safe. Your sense of security isn't there anymore. So what do you do now? Well, I know what you don't do. You don't cower in the corner waiting for the thief to come back. You take action. Even if you don't feel like taking action, even if you feel paralyzed, friends and loved ones are all over you, insisting that you have to take action. So you do. What do you do? There are three major issues to address after a home robbery. The first issue, you do things to restore your security. You might get an alarm system. You might change the locks. You might inform the neighbors about what happened to you so they can be watchful. The second issue, you do things to protect yourself. You might buy pepper spray and put it on your key ring. You might take a self-defense course. You might get educated on personal defense options for your home. The third issue, you understand that you've gone through trauma. So you address the emotional impact the robbery has had on your life. Maybe you start journaling about your emotions so you can start to sort them out. Maybe you join a support group of others who have gone through the same thing. Maybe you talk through how you're feeling with trusted loved ones. Maybe you decide to talk with a professional counselor or clergy. You do your very best at putting together a solid plan to address those three issues. You do things to restore your security. You do things to protect yourself. And you understand that you've gone through trauma. So you address the emotional impact that the robbery has had on your life. And then you get back to living your life, not looking over your shoulder, living your life. Now, let's switch and look at breast cancer as a thief. Breast cancer comes into your life and takes things from you without your permission. So what do you do next? You do things to restore your security. In a real life robbery, you do things like getting the alarm system and changing the locks. When the breast cancer thief comes in and robs you, there are some basic things we all do. You find a terrific medical team, you execute a treatment plan, you have regular surveillance appointments to be sure the thief isn't trying to sneak in again. You put things in place that will give you the very best chance that the thief won't return. You inform others in your life about what's happening in your life with the hope that you can help them avoid breast cancer. These are all things to restore your security. You also do things to protect yourself. In a real life robbery, you do things like putting pepper spray on your key ring and taking a self-defense course. When the breast cancer thief comes in and robs you, there are also some basic things we all do. You change your diet, you use vitamins and supplements to boost your health, you incorporate physical activity into your life in a new way. You learn many, many ways of living a healthier lifestyle. You have had a wake-up call. Those are the things that we do to protect ourselves. And then the third thing is you understand that you've gone through trauma. So you address the emotional impact the robbery has had on your life. When you recognize that breast cancer is stolen from you, the suggestions for tackling this issue are exactly the same as the suggestions we made for those who have gone through a real life robbery. Maybe you start journaling about your emotions so you can start to sort them out. Maybe you talk through how you're feeling with trusted loved ones. Maybe you talk to a professional counselor or clergy. Consider working with a professional counselor to process all the emotions that come with that violation. Shock, grief, loss, anger, depression, fear. I know that I couldn't have come through breast cancer as well as I did without seeing my trusted counselor regularly, all throughout treatment. She was able to see things objectively for me. Her counsel helped me so much. I call her my rent-a-friend. Maybe join a support group of others who have gone through the same thing. Join support groups that are right for you. Be wise about the groups that you join, that they can give you what you need, because everyone has different needs. If there's a negative vibe in the one that you choose, keep looking for the right one. Remember that support groups traditionally are full of women who need support. Recognize that oftentimes the women who have been able to move past their breast cancer diagnoses aren't usually in those support groups. They're out living their lives. So find groups where there are women who lift one another up, are veterans, they're encouraging, they're truly supportive for you. Just make good choices about which groups to join and good groups for your mental health. Consider joining Thriver Nation, our membership movement. Inside Thriver Nation, you'll find women who are focusing on living, on reclaiming what was stolen from them, deliberately moving toward a thriving life each day. Okay, sis, is this sinking in? After you've been violated, after you've been robbed, after breast cancer has taken things from you without warning, you've got to do your very best at putting together a plan to address those three issues: restore your security, protect yourself, and address the emotional impact the trauma breast cancer has had on you. Many of our women just get back to life as usual, and they stuff the feelings they have about everything breast cancer, rather than taking the time and making the effort to sort everything out. I have found that stuffing my emotions always seems to come back and bite me in the butt. Is that true for you too? If I could give you any advice, it's to be kind to yourself Help your precious body and your mind heal. Give them what they need to be supported and to grow stronger. Find ways to have your spirit encouraged and your soul filled every day because you deserve it. And then get back to living your life, not looking over your shoulder. You have the power to change your life. You're not stuck with the life you have after a breast cancer diagnosis. Being stuck is a decision. The solution is to take action. And you know what's on the other side of action? Peace of mind, confidence, joy, and hope. It's all up to you. Girlfriend, thank you so much for listening to our podcast. I hope you found some nuggets to encourage you and give you hope. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast. You never want to miss an episode, and we'd love to know how we're doing, so please be sure to leave us a review. Until next time, this is Jan James encouraging you to remember there is hope after breast cancer. See you next time.